Hi guys, Wheels here, and welcome back to this, our second episode on Oakfield Farm. And we have just finished up seeding this field right here. Field number 1. And we are ready to harvest field number 2. So there have been a couple of changes on the farm. Let's go ahead and take the seeder back down. I kind of modified my kit just a little bit. I put the money down where it needs to be, so I will not be adding any more money into the game that I can foresee. So I have taken out a loan for some of the stuff that I have purchased. So I didn't just purchase it all with cheated money. I actually took out a loan in order to buy some of my stuff, but I have changed around a few things just after looking around the farm and deciding what to do. I bought some baling equipment. I bought a mower, a different trailer, and a couple little odds and ends. So, of course, I bought a windrower and a tedder and stuff like that. So I put all that away. I need to go ahead and park the seeder. Now, another thing that I did was I put in these are brand new, these little placeable liquid fertilizer tanks. And these are seeds, and then this is dry fertilizer. So I like these little pallets right here, so I'm going to use those. Those are a little bit more discreet, and they match the map a lot better than those tanks that I had down on the bottom of the hill there. So I have taken those out because they don't really fit the map that well. So let's go ahead and park this. I have bought a horse sprayer for fertilizer. John Deere I have is going to be mainly for lime and maybe dry fertilizer. Of course, I did get a seed tender right there. Alright, so we'll go ahead and park that. And let's just pull this guy around and park him right in here. There's the horse right there. Oh, hit the wall. Alright, so let's put the case away. And of course the horse sprayer from the horse DLC. Let's tab around. Of course, that's all the same. I did buy this trailer right here, Crampe Bandit 750. It's been modified where to hold 100,000 units by Stevie. So again, may or may not be realistic, but that's what I want to do. And then I purchased this guy right here, the Fortschritt 303 mower. So I'm using that. I have my baling equipment right here. So we'll start out with the round baler. I've not used the Anderson DLC round bale trailer yet, so we're going to try that. And then I have a windrower and a tedder up here. So I purchased those things. So that's basically how I've changed things. But like I said, I did sell those tanks that I had set up here. I just didn't like the way they looked. They didn't really look like they matched the map to me. So I think eventually I will be putting greenhouses in this little field here. Alright, so today we're going to get started on the harvesting. I'm sure I'm not going to finish it all, but we'll go ahead and get started on that. So let's take the combine up first. We'll get started with it. Do a couple headlands around the field so that we can get a worker's help. And we'll see what we can do to get this field harvested up. So I did debate whether or not I should sell field 2 because that's where everybody starts. But I decided, though everybody starts there, I really haven't. When I started playing the map, I started there, but then I didn't really continue it. So I think that's what we're going to do. Of course, I like the fact that there's a grass field right next to it, and I'll be able to do some baling on this field. So that's the reason why I want to keep it. I could have started up at the other farm, but I like the cow facility so well that I wanted to start here instead. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and fold this up and get going this way so the pipe is facing out. And I do need to say I do appreciate those of you who watched the first episode. I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope this will be a series that you will watch. So thank you for that. If you haven't watched it, please go back and do that. Watch that first episode. That would be wonderful. Okay, now for some reason my changing implements doesn't work at times. Alright, so fold that up. Put the header down and let's get harvesting this wheat. So I do want a straw swath. So keep in mind that the harvester does travel at 12 miles per hour because that's the header that I have on here from Iconic. So hope you don't mind that, but it just causes things to move along. Oops. Wow. Just a little bit quicker. Man, this is going to take a while, guys. I did not expect that to fill up that quick. Wow. All right. Well, let me go back and get the trailer then. It's surprising to me. So I'm definitely glad I've got a bigger trailer then. I'm going to get rid of this line here. And let's jump in, drive on up here, get the combine emptied, and rinse and repeat 100 times until we're done. So I'll probably be running chase with the combine quite a bit. Of course, a good portion of what I do here is not going to be live because it's going to take a while. Matter of fact, I'm almost thinking about renting another harvester. Anyway, we'll see. We'll get it done. Well, wow, that filled up fast. We may have to go with the bigger combine. All right, so we'll gather everything up here and get our straw swath. Should give us quite a bit of bales. I don't know how many bales I actually want. So because the combine goes so fast though, it is really filling up fast. We're almost full again. Oops, whoa. We got crop destruction on, we gotta be careful. Alright. Once I get a headland around here, then we'll try and hire a worker to help, because this is just gonna take a while. I did download the mod that's the mini BGA, so it's a placeable BGA. I thought about possibly putting that somewhere here on the map, but I might put that in. It's seems like an interesting mod. So we've got that in, and then those little seed placeables, and then I put a little truck in here. I think it's a man truck with a trailer on it. And we'll fold once again. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on this just a little bit, and I'll update you guys in just a few minutes on the progress of our harvest. All right, folks, and we're back. You can see we've made quite a bit of progress on the harvest. There has been a few changes since we were last live here during the time where I paused. I have made some modifications to my fleet. The very first thing that I did that was different than what you saw a few minutes ago is, although this looks like the same combine on the outside, I actually sold the combine I had and bought one with an extended capacity, so that it didn't take so long for me to empty and repeat all that. So it actually holds more and empties out quicker. So it's been modified. And then also I traded in my case tractor for a John Deere 8R. Now, important to note, I did not cheat any money in. I actually took out a loan in order to do that, and I have some left. So what is different is obviously the combine itself is going to hold a bigger capacity, which just is going to make it easier for me to empty out, and where I don't have to do that every little while down the line. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and run the combine for a few minutes, because I haven't done much of that on the video. It is going to go still at your 12 miles per hour, but with the upped capacity, actually holds 100,000 units. I may tweak that just a little bit. This is a mod that somebody else made. Probably would have turned down the emptying speed and possibly lowered the capacity just a little bit. Like I said, I might do that. Even with the bigger tractor, that 100,000 unit trailer has a hard time going up the hills. So I may lower that down to 75 and do the same thing with the combine. We'll see. I mean, it's still unrealistic, and you'll have to excuse me for that, but really the truth is that in order to get a Let's Play done in a manner that I feel is, acceptable, I need to make some exceptions to what there would normally be realism in order to make this work. I've already put quite a bit of time this morning into the video, and we're not even finished yet. So anyway, in order to make this work, I've got to compromise in some areas. So anyway, guys, I hope you don't mind that. Of course, you can leave your opinions about such things in the comments, as long as you keep it positive. So go ahead and do just a little bit more on this field, and we're definitely getting a very good yield off of it. So it's been a good year for wheat, and the banker has been kind to me and allowed me to take out some money in order to meet my agricultural needs. So the banker's a good man. And of course, it's taken a while for me as an American to gain the trust of the locals, but as time goes on, I think we'll get to know each other pretty well. At least now I can make it all the way around the edge of the field. Alright, well let's go ahead and navigate this tree. I think when I'm running this, I actually set my combine at a more comfortable rate, which, you know, I'm really feeling like about 9 miles an hour is about more of the speed that I would like to travel with this combine. And I pushed the wrong button on my keyboard. So as I break my equipment. And of course it does struggle on these hills. I think what I'll do is I'll do one more pass back down. I can get down the hill with 100,000 units. It's just getting up the hill that's an issue. So we get down to the end here. All right, and let's go ahead and empty this out. I'll probably make the trip back down. I think I will potentially rehire the worker, although I don't know how FarmSim is going to react to that tree. Not quite exactly sure how much footage I'm going to have to navigate through in order to put this together. And you know, hopefully I won't be continuing to make a lot of changes on the fly. Number one, my money is going to start running out. And I will not be taking out unlimited loans. So at some point we'll settle down and get things, you know, kitted out the way that I want them, and we'll be good to go. Well, we've got several 100,000 worth of wheat at this point, which would be excellent. We'll have to check the prices, find out. I don't even know how many sell points are on this map. Actually, several places, well, only a couple of grain places. Obviously, I'm looking at silage and stuff like that. But it looks like we've got 3 possible sell points. Willowbrook Store is going to be my highest one. So I don't even know where that is. So we shall see. I think what I'll do is I'll navigate these trees manually here, and then we'll get the worker back in to kind of wrap things up here. So anyway, we'll do one more fill of the combine. I think that'll be sufficient. Let's go ahead and get up to the top of the hill. That way when we're full, we're coming back down. We won't have to make that trip back up the hill again. I think that'll work perfect. Alright, so we will make the turn here and go ahead and stop. Right there. Let's run to the combine. Okay. Pipe in. We'll finish up getting around this tree. I'm not good at running the combine from inside the vehicle. At least not without but we'll try to make a go at it here for just 1 second. Next row, please. And we should be able to go right past that tree. Nope. And we're missing just a little bit of wheat there. Alright, that'll be great. Let's just keep going straight right through here. Go ahead and clean up this little section here on this side of the tree. We're going to get a lot of straw here. I'm not going to need it all. I may go ahead and get me a forage wagon to pick it up loosely as well. And although I am going to do bales, I am probably going to put in a TMR mixer modification. And so that, again, so things move along speedily enough to keep my interest and yours. But if it keeps my interest, I know that viewers like it. So anyway, we will finish up this bit right here, empty it, and then I'll hire a worker to finish it. I'll probably have maybe 2 more passes, and then we will call it a video for today. Of course, I will have to process this field far as removing the straw, you know, the number of bales that we get, and then picking up the excess. I'll probably use the extra money I've got in order to place a TMR, or at least a loft to store loose straw. We'll see. I may not even do that this time. I may just get enough bales to make it through. But I like bales, and it's realistic to do so. But at some point, I need to supplement that with something else. But we'll see. We may just start out with regular bales, and then as time goes on, if I want to put a TMR maker in, I will. I'd love to start out doing the cows the old-fashioned way, you know, the normal Giants realistic way, but we'll see. All right. So let me go ahead and back up here, and I'll be back in 1 second. All right, guys, and we are back at the main farm and attempting to put in wheat. It says here that I have maxed out my wheat capacity and I have no more storage for wheat. So, which I didn't expect. So how much have we gotten from the wheat? We got 500,000 storage for wheat. So that means I'm going to have to sell some of it, which is going to take a few minutes. Okay. So, but we're going to leave the trailer right there, and I'm going to go back to the combine one more time. And we're going to run this just a little bit more until it's full. And then I'm going to have to take some time to sell some wheat, which means that I probably need to buy a semi-truck and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and do one more go around with the combine before we end today. And then we'll get the little bits and pieces off camera. So I did stop leaving a straw swath because I got so much here that I know I'm not going to need it all. So I figured let's just shut that off. We'll plow it in and use it for extra richness for the soil. So overall, I like the way the map is going so far. I like the modifications that I put in, and we'll just have to see how far it takes us. Unfortunately, it's taken a good long time today to create the video. Therefore, I'm not going to be able to show the entire rest of the harvest on camera. So I figured I'd do just a little bit more harvesting. And then we need to look at buying a truck so that I can start carting the grain off to the sell point, because 500,000, like, I never thought I would max out my wheat capacity, but that is a lot of wheat, and we'll definitely make some cash. So you can't complain about that, because definitely need money to make these farms operate. So originally I said when we started yesterday that I might not use course play, but the truth is I may have to institute a little course play. I'm just not sure. Course play is really not my thing. So anyway, we'll probably get to a point where I'm going to be doing some streams on this map, and our videos are going to be kind of updates to what's going on the farm. I can't remember my key binding for the drive mode mod. which allows you to lock in at a certain degree on your compass. So I've forgotten what my hotkey is in order to change that. So because I do have that mod on here as well as the guidance steering, and when I'm running the combine, you know, manually, I kind of like using that other mod other than GPS because it allows you to make turns and go in different directions and stuff. I just need to remember the... Oops, that's not it. So anyway, guys, I think that's where we're going to leave things for right now. So appreciate everybody watching, and thank you very much for all your comments. Please like, subscribe, and share the video with a friend. That would be awesome. And definitely tune in next time as we're somewhat process this field. Wherever we come into it, I'll give you an update and let you know how the farm's going. So other than that, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Wheels 24/7 here. This is Oakfield Farm, and we'll definitely catch you in the next one. Later.